Hello athletes of any kind, my name is Victor Thorup. For those of you that don't know me, I am a professional skater. I've been to 2 Olympic Games, I medaled at a World Cup, and basically everything I do right now is try and help others out while I try and be better myself. I currently train for my 3rd Olympics in Milano 2026, and in this video I will be talking about how to dose and when and how to take HVMN ketones. It's a supplement that I came across a while ago and I was pretty mind blown by the effect. You can see some of my other videos here on YouTube on how much that actually helped me. Of course, some of it is just going to be how I felt, but a lot of it, the actual data. I track a lot of things, my wattage, my heart rate, my sleep, my recovery, and to be honest, it just helped me a ton. So I decided to team up with HVMN and share that message in order to help more of you guys the way ketone supplementing helped me. If you are brand new to ketones, before I dive into all the specifics on how, when, why, let me just introduce Lat here, and he is gonna explain to you what ketones are actually good for and why it's a great supplement.
Ketone as a supplement. Now, ketone is a natural molecule that our bodies produce and metabolize readily when we are low on carb storage. Now, the problem with this is that it requires a specific diet or specific physiological state where our fats can be turned into ketones in the liver. With technology, we managed to create exogenous ketones that you can directly drink to increase your blood ketone levels regardless of your physiological state or diet, so you don't have to cut out carbs altogether or fast for days. Think of it as a protein supplementation or creatine, where your body is able to directly use them, but providing them as a supplement is just giving your body more of it so that you can enjoy all the benefits such as providing clean energy, mental clarity, athletic performance, and recovery without any restrictive diet or lifestyle.
In this specific video, I will dive into when and how much ketones or how many ketones you would need to take in order to get the most out of it and get the most out of your performance. I have been trying a bit of different protocols. I worked with Lat, the head scientist of the HVMN, and he gave me a lot of good advice and we tried some different things out. But in this video, I'll try and incorporate that into some general guidelines on how you can supplement the best way possible. I'm aware that ketones are definitely not free, so I also don't think you should supplement at times or over supplements if it's not really necessary. So this is going to be what I find to be the optimal protocol and the best way to use ketones in order to enhance performance in basically all sports. As a speed skater, we do so many different things. I do running, cycling, weightlifting, different weird jumps. I swim at times, and of course a bunch of skating. So if we dive into the timing of it, you would want to take ketones about half an hour prior to your workout or your competition. It takes a little bit of a while for it to sink in, and then you're gonna have it as close as possible so it's gonna be part of your fuel, the fuel that you will consume through that effort. So 30 minutes beforehand. If you are doing a workout or a competition that is of more than 2 hours total duration, then every 90 minutes or after 90 minutes in, so every 2 hours, you would want to take another shot of ketones. Of course, this depends your body size, but for most people that would be 1 shot. I do think that at first for me this was a little bit strange because I've been used to other supplements where it's very specific the amount, let's say creatine or beta-alanine or even caffeine, where it really depends on your body type, your body size. But then after thinking a bit about it, I realized that this is an energy fuel, so it's much closer to the way you would supplement with carbohydrates or protein/carbohydrates after a workout, meaning you wouldn't take 1.4 energy bars, which is why it's a lot easier to just consume shots. There's no danger in having too many ketones or too much overfueling ketones, at least not in these proportions, so don't worry too much about that. Therefore, a shot or 30 minutes before and then every 2 hours, if the workout is longer than 2 hours, of course. And then after a workout, you would want to do it as fast as possible, preferably within 30 minutes after you finish your workout or your competition. Good thing about this is that HVMN make their products in either individual shots or as a 10-shot bottle. The way I do it is that I keep my 10-shot bottle in the fridge at home. So I take those before I go for example, a bike ride, or if I end the bike ride at home. Whereas if I'm going to the rink or the gym, I bring a small shot with me. And of course, if I have a workout that is longer than 2 hours, then I just bring my shot in the back pocket of my shirt or in my backpack. Now moving on to the amount of ketones. Of course, this depends on your body size, but it also depends on your activity level. I take myself as an example. I am 190 centimeters or 6'3", and I weigh about 80 to 85 kilos depending on the time of the day and the time of the season. For me, I would always do 2 shots at the time, whereas if you're a smaller person, especially if you're new to ketones, try and experiment with just 1 shot at the time and then see later on if you can improve the effect. For me personally, I noticed that after taking a single shot for a longer period of time, compared a month of that to my annual wattage when I'm in my zone 2, so heart rate average of 130, I improved my wattage by 12 watts at first with a single shot before, during, and after. And then as I moved on to a month of taking 2 shots before, during, and after, I improved another 3 watts without actually changing my training plan. So there is definitely some to get, but of course it's going to be less and less the more you take, relatively speaking. So the way that I do it is that I always take 2 shots at the time. I do this before every workout. The studies out there are becoming more and more convincing that this is not just an aerobic thing. It definitely benefited me personally a lot in anaerobic events. And if you have multiple events or multiple efforts through a single workout, but also during the day, you would want to use the ketones. I use 2 before a workout, like I mentioned, 2 during that workout every 2 hours, and then 2 right after. So at some days I can take up to 10 shots if I have 2 big workouts in the same day. Sounds like a lot, but they also come in 10 shots bottles. A nice way for you to get into this is using the subscription. I am going to leave a link below. Of course, there's going to be a 30% discount on the first month, so it's worth it trying out. Again, I was not super convinced at first. I did think it was more of an ultra runner or a marathon kind of athlete supplement until I tried it myself. So that's what I would recommend you guys to give it a shot and then see for yourself how that works. My personal experience has been pretty incredible. Increased my wattage, I increased even my top speed on skates. Whether this is simply because ketones allow you to go, faster and extra fuel, or if that was because I just recovered better through my training and then became a better skater. Either way, I am very excited to be on the ketones, and I look forward to having those as part of my training and part of my journey to the next Olympics, and I hope they can benefit you in the same way possible. Check my YouTube out. There is a lot more videos on this specific topic and a lot more other fun videos for you to watch. I'm Thorup. This was fun having you guys, and I hope to see you around in the near future.